He said to Susan, "You nearly lost your family and your life when you ended up here in the hospital. And one thing you must know is that you don't deserve it. It's not your fault." Handing the scrap of paper to them, he said, "I have to return to my country soon. If you don't see me again, send an email to this address." When Susan and Mark left the hospital, they felt better because they finally understood the causes of these dangerous health issues that had been destroying their lives for years. The belly fat, the joint discomfort, the low energy. Why nothing they ever tried helped keep the weight off. Why their marriage was suffering so much. All they had to do was use Dr. Tamaki's formula, and they could lose as much weight as they wanted. You could lose 1 pound a day, Dr. Tamaki had said. Something very important that you should know is that Susan didn't know about the deadly risks of belly fat. That's why I'm telling you this now. Because you may have these symptoms without being aware of it either. You may have deep visceral fat that chokes the life out of your internal organs, which is why it's critical that you do what I say in this video. With what I'm about to show you, you'll target the single root cause of deep fat in 24 hours. When you do that, your fat will fall off your body with almost no effort. You may be thinking you've seen it all before when it comes to weight loss, but I promise you, you've never seen this in your life. See, this fat melting solution I'm about to show you is nothing like your typical intense workout or detox diet. It's something completely different, and you can be sure you've never seen it before. It's not available in stores or online anywhere, but if you do what I say in a minute, you can do it yourself from home. Make sure you listen to what I'm about to tell you, because the truth of the matter is, the weight loss industry pumps out despicable lies to mislead you, to try to keep you overweight and sick as long as possible. Susan and Mark both fell for these deceptive tricks. It nearly ended their marriage as they grew fatter, sicker, and lower in energy. They were weeks away from separation. And yet following the weight loss industry's advice was the root cause of the problem.
Susan and Mark were shocked to learn that the health and diet foods they were eating were actually increasing the buildup. One example was the prepared weight loss shakes they took that are marketed as a health food. Some of these shakes contain dangerous trans fats
that clog your arteries and force you to store fat cells.
They also generate uncontrollable cravings.
And that's why it's so important for you to target your belly fat using this formula instead. When you take the Okinawa Flat Belly Tonic before 10 a.m. once a day, your body will force fat cells to melt, to release harmful toxins and shrink your belly. Stick with me, because I'm about to share the fat melting formula with you. To know how to use this formula, you have to remember what Dr. Tamaki said. Levels of the C-reactive protein shoot through the roof when you inflame your lungs from inhaling smoke.
The reason this is important is because a couple of decades back, when I was a young firefighter, I saw this very formula in action. At the time, I used to work the pipes with Dempsey, a brave but overweight rookie who I'd taken under my wing.